Okay, so Flomation,
Yes.
what is it?
So Flomation is a workflow automation tool, hence the name, Flomation. So on the contracts that I've worked on the last few years have all centred around public sector, so they're HMRC, DWP, things like that, where there's a noticeable theme of stuff being automated or needing to run on a schedule or triggered by some sort of thing happening, primarily with subpar tools with very high license costs,
like six-figure license costs.
and when you kind of spend months and then you move to a different department and you see them doing all the same thing again with a slightly different tool, a slightly different invoice, and then you move to a whole different department and you see the same kind of things happening, and I'm sat there and I'm like, I can do better, surely I can do better. So myself and a colleague that I met at the HMRC started plotting and scheming of how would we do this better, what bits would we take from existing tooling, what would we build from the ground up, what would be brand new, because a lot of the existing tooling was kind of legacy stuff that had been around for years and years and years, not necessarily great. Cloud, you know, where you can scale up and down your workloads and stuff like that, it was designed to sit on a box of tin in a data center somewhere and just to plod away and run a script at some time every night, do a batch job or something like that. So we came up with the idea of Flomation, which we wanted to provide initially as just a cloud SaaS tool, but then we started digging into it and like, well, this doesn't work in all environments, and you know, different customers and things like that want it on-prem and they want it all kind of air-gapped and stuff like that, so we need to design it so that we can do a bit of cloud, a bit of on-prem, a bit of both as a hybrid thing in between as well, so kind of maximum flexibility. And what we didn't want to do, because again, we saw this at the places we'd worked at previously, is we didn't want to have to require an IT resource or a technical resource to have to do it.
Yep.
So the people typically doing the work, whether that be finance reports or data migration, things like that, kind of know that job. They know that job, but they're not necessarily technical people. So if they were going to try and automate something, they'd have to file a ticket with IT, wait 6 months for a resource to be applied, find a budget for it, hire someone in, and that sort of type of thing. So we thought, well, why don't we target or build a tool that is kind of low code, no code. The people then that actually know the work can kind of just drag stuff in, join it up. It's like building Lego, basically, and can kind of automate really mundane, boring parts of their job, so they can do the more fun stuff, or not be quite so miserable coming in on a Friday going, I've got mileage reports to do. So that was where the idea came about, a kind of a node-based drag and drop Lego building UI, put stuff together, rather than having to sit there writing bash scripts or Perl scripts or Python or something like that, that obviously is beyond a lot of users if they're not from a technical audience.